Quick Shot Sports and more.
What's good people? Quick Shots Podcast with Big Mike and Big Ant. And today, we got a versus. Walter Payton versus Barry Sanders. Who you taking? Drop your comments down below. We would like to know. Let's start with Walter Payton. Now, I'm not just starting with Walter Payton because I'm a diehard Bears fan. By the way, bear down. We're going to go over his career first. Walter Payton was drafted in 1975, and he had a 12-year career that lasted him until 1987. In these 12 years, Walter Payton had 3,838 carries and gained 16,726 yards and 110 rushing touchdowns. He also had 492 receptions. That boy caught out the backfield too, 492 times, for 4,538 yards and 15 receiving touchdowns. The boy also got TDs off the catch too. He had a total of 125 total touchdowns. And he was voted to the Pro Bowl 9 different times. He also won the MVP award in 1977 season. Now let's cover Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders had a remarkable 10 seasons in the NFL. He gained 15,269 rushing yards and 99 rushing touchdowns. And he had 352 receptions out the backfield. That boy caught the backfield too, for 2,921 yards. He'd been to 10 Pro Bowls. And he also won the Rookie of the Year, the Offensive Rookie of the Year, and he won the MVP. So there's the stats. I gave you stats on Walter Payton. I gave you stats on Barry Sanders. Who y'all got? Or did you, hearing the stats, did that make, you sway one way or another way? Before I give you my take on who I got, let's go over to Big Mike. Let's see what Big Mike thoughts is on this whole Walter Payton versus Barry Sanders thing. Big Mike.
What about Walter Payton versus Barry Sanders? You already know how I feel about Barry. That's my running back. That's my favorite running back, period. So what am I supposed to say? So we're gonna look at some highlights from Barry Sanders. We're going to look at some highlights for Walter Payton. And I'm going to come back. And I'm going to speak my piece. Yay!
Square those shoulders and boom.
You people in Chicago are spoiled. This guy you have down there is a phenomenon.
Haven't found anything he can't do.
Knew he was going to make that one play, that one big gigantic leap. Just waiting.
Ricochets off Ronnie Lott. No one performed with more class. He became the model.
Walter Payton shows why he should be the most expensive back in all of professional football. Phenomenal.
Chicago Bears, first round selection. Walter Payton, running back, Jackson State.
I'd gotten a call, and it was Jim Finks. He asked me how would I like to play for the Bears. I said, doesn't matter who I play for. Now I'm going to play as hard as I can.
The scouts knew about Walter, but the public didn't know about it. Everyone said, who's Walter Payton? Well, he wanted to show people who Walter Payton was.
Payton left the college ranks as the leading scorer in NCAA history, a gifted runner whose competitive nature is never done. That as a rookie for Chicago in 1975 showed he was eager to take on the record books of the NFL. Payton led his team in rushing and scoring in 75 and showed his great running ability on kickoff returns when he captured the NFL return crowd. Now you've seen the type of men chosen to be Bears to build on.
If you couldn't make it with the team that you were drafted with, and then you had to go somewhere else, that was, to me, was a sign of failure.
He may get the corner turned, and he's in for the touchdown. We were looking at this young man. His name is Payton. You cannot arm tackle him. I don't think he's quite 5'11". I think he's about 5'10". He bench presses 390. He is strong, fast, and you've got to use the shoulder in a lot of them. They won't have a hard time selling tickets here with this young man. As long as he
taught, developed it as a child in a simple game called tag.
I was always the last one to get caught. And if you got caught, you was it. And you had to catch everybody else. And I knew how hard it was, so I'd never want to get caught. So I would just keep running.
Breaks through 30. Barry outside of the 20, cuts inside of the 15, outside of the 10. Barry this is the third 5, and touchdown! Barry Sanders turned around a defensive back about 3 times.
When we watch NFL films and we see the great runs of all time, most of them are Barry Sanders. He was one of the greatest players, period.
Sometimes you just gotta look to the heavens and say, wow. Oh my gosh, what a run! Oh, that is one of the great runs you'll ever see, boys. That one is a highlight reel special.
Anytime the ball was in his hand, you didn't want to miss it. You did not want to miss what he could do.
That is one of the more incredible runs that you will ever see. Folks, he's the best in the business.
The Lions needed a franchise player, and Barry had that flash.
Little less than 3 to go. Galliano. Hand off Barry Sanders, left side. Sanders breaks a tackle. Touchdown, Lions!
It's a privilege to be one of the players that will help restore the roar in the dome.
Draw play, Sanders. He's to the 15, breaks a tackle to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Lions! Barry Sanders! Four wideouts. Goes to makes some room on his own. In the end zone, touchdown, Detroit.
You see Barry Sanders make the moves he makes on this run. You know why this is the best running back, if not the best player in the National Football League on the afternoon for Eric Kramer.
Touchdown, Detroit. Barry Sanders, 45-yard scamper to the Minnesota Vikings. 3rd and 5. Sanders, guess what? Touchdown, Lions. On the draw, it is Sanders. Barry Sanders all the way. Trying to tie this game up. Kramer. With Barry spins free. Touchdown, Lions.
Wow. It could be calm right now. And a storm can happen in the next 5 minutes.
To make up signs like that, I mean, they ought to just, go to their home. Sanders still on his feet, and Sanders is gone.
So look, you seen the highlights for Walter Payton. You seen those. Dude is a beast. Walter Payton is that guy. But this is a versus. And I put Walter Payton at number 2. I don't care what you say. He's a GOAT. But you see them highlights. That's why I put Barry Sanders last. The dude is him without block. Look, make sure y'all subscribe, like, and share. I need everybody. Subscribe, like, and share. Subscribe, like, and share. Make sure you comment, too, because I want to know what you think about this, because I'm going Barry. I'm going Walter Payton, number 2. He ain't too far from Barry, number 2.
All right, so Big Mike's going with Barry Sanders, as you can see. So before I give y'all my choice on who should win this versus, check out these stats. Games played goes to Walter Payton. The average yards goes to Walter Payton. Rushing yards goes to Walter Payton. Barry got him on the rushing yard average with 5.0 to Walter Payton's 4.4. Rushing touchdowns goes to Walter Payton. That means Walter Payton got in the end zone more than him as far as rushing. And then we got receptions. Walter Payton wins that by a landslide. So, and then that last stat is reception touchdowns also goes to Walter. So Walter definitely been in the end zone more than Barry. Okay, all stats aside, if y'all was paying attention to those videos, one thing I will say, the difference between these guys, Barry Sanders is very elusive, hard to catch. But if you catch him, he goes down. not easily said for Walter Payton. As you can see, Walter Payton broke a lot of tackles. Very powerful runner. And can catch the ball out the backfield, as well as they both did. So not to take nothing away from Barry, but my choice is going to have to be Walter Payton. Walter Payton, to me, is more versatile than Barry Sanders. Not to take nothing away from Barry Sanders. He's a great. They're both Hall of Famers. But my choice is going to be Walter Payton. Quick Shots Podcast. Who you guys got? Please comment down below. Do you got Barry or do you got Walter? What do you think? I think these are the two top best running backs in the league. Of all time. So if you got a better running back that's better than these two, please comment down below. Like, comment, and subscribe, guys. But Walter Payton is who I'm riding with. Quick Shots Podcast. We out.
Quick Shot Sports and more.